Hello, assalamu alaikum, namaste, vanakkam. Myself Tawfiq, and we take physics for Neet and mains. Hope you all referred frame of reference, first class, and distance and displacement. And I hope you have solved the questions on that. Yeah, good. Hope is a good. Okay. So today in this class we are going to continue our chapter and we will study about speed and velocity. See, speed and velocity is same like distance and displacement divided by time. Let's get started without wasting any time. So first thing we have, let's say one side speed and this side we have velocity. Okay, speed and velocity. Now in this speed, but first of all, what do you mean by speed? Before that, what are the types of speed? Yeah, I'll say sir, why sir, first what do you mean the speed? Go with this series, you will enjoy it. Don't worry. So, first thing in this one, you will get two types. One, you will have average speed and instantaneous speed. There are two kinds of speed. Similarly, here we have average velocity and instantaneous velocity. See, velocity is related to displacement and speed is related to distance. Say yes, sir. It is very good. But how it related? See, first thing, speed means overall distance covered by overall time. Okay. Velocity means overall displacement covered by overall time. Now when you talk about average speed, which we represent like this, and average velocity we represent like this, just one dash upside because it is vector quantity, which is equals to total distance divided by total time. When you come to average velocity, it is total displacement divided by total time taken. Total time. Now, how we represent this now? First thing, we represent this like this. Like average velocity. This thing we can represent the overall distance divided by overall time. Here we can represent like this. No, time won't come right now. Sir, why this gap? Why this gap? Why this gap? Array idiots, this dot says the overall distance. Now this dot caps at the shortest distance. Matlab ki this one you will get to write like this k, r final minus r initial divided by dot t, or d final minus dot initial. This is about average velocity. This is about average speed. See, I know regular method we learn like sir, speed is equals to overall distance by time. Speed we have three types of speed: one instantaneous, one average, one uniform, one non-uniform. Abhi, you are not in LKG. And these are all done in your classes. Then also you are seeing this, which means you don't need that content, something special. And this is special. Special. Okay, I hope you are enjoying. Now, similarly, it is about our velocity. When it is average. When you call about instantaneous speed or instantaneous velocity, see, instantaneous velocity in a particular instant, like this, instant, like this, instant. Sir, instant means 1 second. No, instant means not 1 second. Sir, instant means 1 second. See, instant matlab ke 0.000000001 second, which is nearly approx equals to 0. See, if you do like this, see, sound is coming. It's not taking 1 second. It's taking less than 1 second. That is instant. Instant. When you are driving a bike, you see speedometer, that shows speed now of your bike. You see speed. That speed won't come like 1 minute 10 kilometers, 2 minute 30 kilometers. No, it will like zip, 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 instant. Which means 0.00001 second nearly equals to 0. Nearly equals to 0. Now, when you call about instantaneous speed, which we represent by V, which equals to average, from average velocity also we can see instantaneous, which is equals to limit of dou R by dou T. And this limit tends to T equals to almost 0. See, why 0 means, if any process, if you take 1 second, now it is not instant. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, it is not instant. Instant means like this. Oh, I'm the best. Yeah, I'm the best. Okay, instant means like this. Approx equals to nearly equals to 0, which means that your time is almost equal to 0. When I write our limit, our time is almost equal to 0, then my V instantaneous velocity will turns to dou of x by dou of t for instantaneous speed. Sir, it is differentiation. Yes, it is differentiation only. It is just a small point. Instant. Instant means differentiation only. Mind you. Similarly, when you ask instantaneous velocity, then I will say same thing. Instantaneous velocity, instant, is equals to limit time turns to 0, and here dou of r dash divided by dou of t, which says that dou of x divided by dou of t at a particular instant. Instant means instant noodles. See, this is like cooking our Maggi. It says instant, but it will take 10 minutes. But it is like pouring hot water in instant noodles. Instant it will come. Very bad example, sir. Yeah, I know, very bad example, but also just okay. So it is about speed and velocity. Speed, average speed, instantaneous speed. Velocity, average velocity, instantaneous velocity. Now, this velocity is the overall distance divided by overall time, and overall displacement divided by overall time. Now, when you do time interval nearly equals to 0, which shows the instantaneous, and this instantaneous. I hope you got this one. Now, one more thing, if you want, for instantaneous, one example, see, if you are traveling in car. Now, this car went to the hump. Now, this car is going. At this point, this car will come like this. If you want to know, see, when you are going like this, here speed will reduce. Here, let's say your speed was 10. When it comes here, you will reduce the speed because hump hai. If you don't reduce, you will jump. Jumping, you will jump. Right? So, you will reduce. At this point, it was 10. At this instant, see, when it was here, your speed reduced. You reduce the speed to something, say like this one. So, this reduction of speed is not in 1 second or 2 seconds. It is in 0.00000000001, which is approx equals to 0 second. That's why we take here limit as 0. Okay. It is about our thing one. Kindly write down this fast, my idiots. Okay. Hope you take on this. Yeah. Now, let us continue our journey. Same thing. Some difference, some like this. See, remember one thing, like our distance and displacement, here speed is a further, big. So, your speed can never be 0. If a particle moved, then your speed can never be 0. But your velocity can be 0. See, if in straight line motion, then our speed will be equals to velocity. Magnitude of speed will be equals to magnitude of velocity when it is in straight line. And next point, our speed can never be 0. Yes, of course. But velocity can be 0. Can be 0. When when object return to initial point. Initial point. Yes, of course. So see, if your velocity is constant, we can say speed is constant. Common point, see, most important point, if velocity is constant, then we can say that speed is constant. Yes, of course, if a particle has velocity constant, मतलब a particle is moving in one direction, मतलब x-axis, x-axis, then we can say speed also same constant, because both are same. It is particle moving like this, no turning, nothing, velocity constant, then speed also constant only, right? But when if speed is constant, then velocity may or may not be constant. May not be constant. Sir, what is this? When velocity is constant, speed is constant. But when speed is constant, velocity is not constant. Why? Why? See, I will say why reason. Because our speed is a scalar quantity. Scalar. But vector, this is our vector quantity. Okay, sir, you got it? You said scalar vector. What does affect this one? अगर वो स्केलर हो तो क्या हुआ, वेक्टर हो तो क्या हुआ, इस पर क्या इफेक्ट करते हैं? What does affect here? It affects a lot, buddy. It affects a lot. How it will affect a lot? See, for example, you have a motion of particle in circle. Okay. Now in this, our particle is moving in this direction, समझो, with constant velocity v. Now, sorry, speed. Speed is v. V is equals to speed. Here. When the particle move from here to here, then also its speed will be v only. But when you take velocity now, velocity here, particle velocity is upside. See, v initial, velocity initial, here particle velocity is v j cap. When the particle comes to here, its velocity turns to v minus I cap. When the particle comes to here, this velocity turns to minus j cap. See, velocity magnitude is constant, but direction is changing. That is why we say, if speed is constant, it may or may not be that velocity is constant because direction may be changing. See, बात बोलने का इतना simple, very simple के our speed can be constant. Yes, of course. But velocity can't be constant because when speed is moving, see, I am going take turn, like this. Because it is scalar, so it is constant. Velocity going x-axis, turn, y-axis, turn, minus x-axis, see, direction changing. Magnitude is same, but direction is changing. Yes, I think you got it. That is why we say this point is most important one. Okay. Okay, write down first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Okay, हो गया. Yes, good, okay. Now, main thing. Yeah, till now these points are very important. Now let us continue most important points like that only. So see, this SI unit is meter per second. And here also SI unit is a meter per second. And इसका जो dimension होगा, the dimension of this speed and velocity, both the dimensions are same, which is k, mass 0, length 1, t minus 1 dimension. So dimension is very good, yeah, because it is very important. Now, sir, till now we understood everything, but how we write in the exam? Say exam if they ask very simple, both the thing when they ask, you write speed is equals to distance by time. Velocity is equals to displacement by time. Okay. Okay, sir, no problem. Now we have two kinds of here. One we have uniform speed, one we have non-uniform speed. One we have uniform velocity, one we have non-uniform velocity. I'll explain one. Both are same only. You try to understand. First thing, let us go with uniform speed. See, both are same only. Don't need to shift two times. Time waste, time boka, currency boka, phone boka, everything boka, boka, boka. So, uniform speed means a particle has same speed overall. You can say constant speed. A particle covering equal distance in equal interval of time. Do you need me to write the definition? No, no, no. You write it. Write it. Write it. I am watching you. Write it. So, a particle covering equal distance in equal interval of times. A particle covering equal distance in equal interval of time. Good. Now, how it's now? See, for example, one particle is there. This particle moving with some velocity, let's say 10 meter per second. Means what? In every 1 second it covering 10 meters. See, 10 meter per second means in every 1 second it is covering 10 meters. Matlab, after 1 second it covers a distance of 10 meters in 1 second. In next second it covers again 10 meters, again 1 second. This kind of motion where the body covers equal distance in equal interval of time, we call it as uniform speed or uniform velocity. Okay. Now similarly, when you ask me for non-uniform speed, see, write down non-uniform speed. So a particle or body covering unequal distance in equal interval of times. A particle covering unequal distance in equal interval of time. Good one. Now write down one more definition. OR. One more definition, very important, very important. Okay, one more definition. A particle covering equal distance in unequal interval of time. Wow. A particle covering equal distance in unequal interval of times. Wow. Tanya. Sir, you are making like eat like this and eat like this. Both are same only? Yes, both are same only. No, both are not same. Why it is not same? See, first definition proof. A particle is there. Now this particle covering this particle, let's say, it is covering, first it has some velocity, we don't know that velocity. So it covers 10 meters in first second, and then it covers 20 meters in next second, then it covers 30 meters in next second, which means what? Here this velocity of this is 10 meter per second, here velocity is 20 meter per second, here velocity is 30 meter per second. So a particle covering unequal distance of time in equal interval of, a particle covering unequal distance in equal interval of time. 1 second please. So a particle covering unequal distance in equal interval of time. First justification. Now see, non-uniform speed will come only when particle has different speed or different velocity. Now similarly, for next definition, it's like this: a particle covering equal interval of time but unequal interval of a particle covering equal interval of distance in unequal interval of time. See how this is. For example, a particle is there, it covering equal interval of distance. Let's say covering 10 meters, 10 meters and 10 meters. But time is different here. So let's say time here it took is 1 second, time here it took 2 seconds, time here it took 5 seconds. See, covering same distance, but time is different. Which means at this point velocity of this will be 10 meter per second. At this point velocity is 5 meter per second. At this point velocity is 2 meter per second. See, both the definitions justification. A particle which covers unequal distance in equal interval of time, non-uniform. A particle which covers equal distance in unequal interval of time, non-uniform. That is why we say uniform speed and non-uniform speed. And to be fact, for velocity also you can write same only. So I will skip because again writing same thing, why time waste? We will see some good application. Okay, take down first. 1 to ka 4. My name is Lakhan. Alright, so chaliye, we will see one good example on this one. Good, great, best, the greatest example. Okay, so example is like this. First example. Now just imagine one particle is there, one particle. This is moving in this direction first. Okay, it covering some distance in this direction. Here it took time is equals to 2 seconds. Fine. Now same particle is moving in arc. When it moved in R, this direction, it took time as 4 seconds. Okay. Now, let's say this has radius R. Okay. Say, I'll say one more time. A particle, write down the question, write down first. When a particle covers a distance in circular arc, semicircle, it took time 4 seconds. Same particle, when it traveled in a straight line to reach here, it took 2 seconds. Then, what is the velocity and what is the speed of this particle? Velocity and speed of this particle. So, very simple, okay? When I say speed of this particle, what we say? Speed is equals to overall distance divided by overall time. So here overall distance is how much? This is the overall distance. Overall distance. When the particle went like this, it covers overall distance this much, which is like distance pi r. S is equals to r theta. Then it is pi r divided by 4 seconds. Pi r divided by 4 seconds. So, let's say this is particle 1, this is particle 2 for particle 1. So, for particle 1, velocity will be like this. Velocity jo hai particle 1 ki velocity is equals to 2r divided by 4. Sir, 2r. Okay, sir, 2r correct. But why 4? Here 2 must come, right? Arey morons. See clearly, I am talking about first particle only. When I talk about first particle only, then I will take only this particle. This part. Then here, say this part, we are taking only this part. Then this is our arc length, this is our distance. So here time is 4 seconds for A part. Now when I write for B part, our particle is going like this. Like this, reaching here. So here distance is 2r and time is 2 seconds. If I write speed here, my speed will be overall distance here is 2r and overall time is 2 seconds. And my velocity is also same, which is 2r divided by 2 seconds. This question is a combination of two questions. One circle, semicircle, one in straight line also. Semicircle first we can write like this. When we are writing in straight line, we can write this. Okay. Hope. Write down first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One question only. Now next question based on a circle, which is huge confusion for many. Let's say second question. Okay. So a particle is there. It is moving in a circle. Sir, circle. This is circle, sir. This is a motai. Sir, this is egg. See, egg हो, अंडा हो, कुछ भी हो. हमको क्या लेना देना? हमको तो concept चाहिए. Concept मिल गया? सही. This is our circle. It has radius r. It has radius r. Now just say कि there is one particle which started moving from A to B to C to D, and it took overall time as T, time period to 1 revolution. See, it's depend ke they can give this T as 2T, 10T, 20T, 30T. But for our reference, we are taking ki this particle will travel one circle, it will take time T. Fine. Now, let us go for speed and velocity. Let us say here we have our speed. Here we have, no, we will go like this. So, let's say this is our distance, displacement, speed, velocity. Sir, why you took like this? Are my wish, my class. Okay. So we want a proper neat notes. क्योंकि आपका notes भी लिखना जरूरी है. Notes के बगैर कैसे पढ़ेंगे आप? अभी ना मुझाओ छोड़कर के दिल अभी भरा नहीं, अभी ना जाओ छोड़कर के दिल अभी भरा नहीं. La 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 la. Okay. Now let us say a particle is moving from A to B. When a particle moves from A to B, we know here distance covered is this much, and this distance is r pi by 2, and displacement is this much. जो displacement covered है, that displacement is this one, and this value is root 2 times of r. We know, so it is root 2 times of r. Now I said K, overall time period is T. Then to move from here to here, the time taken is T by 4 plus T by 4 plus T by 4 plus T by 4. मतलब what? From here to here T by 4, from here to here T by 4, T by 4, T by 4. So here if I write speed which is distance by time, I can write r pi by 2 divided by T by 4. And when I write speed, root 2 times of r divided by T by 4. Yes, of course, sir. It's very easy. Yes, of course it is easy. When the particle moves from A to C, it covers overall distance is r pi. Displacement is 2r. Here speed is r pi divided by T divided by 2. And displacement is 2r divided by T divided by 2. And when this move from A to D, then my distance will be r3 pi by 2. And my displacement will be again root 2 times of r, because again we are taking this one. Then my speed, which is r3 pi divided by 2, overall divided by 3 times of T by 4. Yeah, 3 times of T by 4. Because we are taking here 3 T by 4. Now here our speed velocity will be 2 root 2 divided by 3 times of t by 4. All this. When a particle moved from A to A, my distance is r into 2 pi, displacement is 0, then velocity क्या आएगा 2 pi r divided by t, speed is 0. All your hardness problem, or see, basically in this one individual illustration, in all the modules there will be separate 5 to 10 questions. All that ended in one diagram, one slide, over. Now if they say it took 2t time, now see, if they say a particle is taking 2t time for one revolution, then to go from here to here, t by 2, go from here to here, t, go from one revolution, 2t. Like this, t will change, but upside values will be same. Now whatever they ask radius, put the radius and get the value. Best. Write down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. अजब पिया तेरा बहार. Yes, बहार मिलेगा जब नीट क्लियर होगा, मेंस का रिजल्ट आएगा. Okay. Now, till this point, it's everything is clear. Yeah, if it is clear, just go to comment section and say, sir, it is clear. If you want notes, then also go and just take it, sir, we want notes. I will send. Or then, if you have any doubt, just don't hesitate to comment. Comment section is for you only, especially you. You who is seeing me. Yeah. So, okay, come to next one. Average speed or average velocity. See, this, now what I am going to write, 2 slides, it's very, very important. To find the average velocity, we know that overall distance is overall time. So, first thing, I will write here, average speed is equals to total distance divided by total time. Now total distance, let's say x1, x2, x3, etc. divided by t1 plus t2 plus t3 plus etc. like this. Now this is our first thing and it is basically base for everything. Now second illustration, if a particle covers equal distance, now we can write like this, if a particle covers अबे यार थोड़ा टाइम चलना पड़ेगा इसको सूखने के लिए, क्या हो गया, quality is not good. If a particle covers half of the distance with speed v1 and remaining half with speed v2, then what is the average speed? See, ये क्वेश्चन दिखने में जितना आसान है अगर आप इधर पढ़ेंगे तो. So, see, if a particle covers half of the distance, मतलब के half distance with the speed v1 and remaining half with the speed v2, then what is our average speed? Generally, हमको अगर average speed if you want to find, you must have distance and you must have time, both the things. But in this illustration, they are not talk about time anywhere. Then how to do this illustration? See, very simple. Any question, what we do first thing, V average is equals to क्या है? Distance x1 plus x2 divided by t1 plus t2. They are saying that one particle is there. This particle covers half of the distance, means if it is our full distance, let's say it is our full distance, Then a particle covers half of the distance with velocity v1 and remaining half with velocity v2. It is our x by 2. It is our x by 2. Okay. Or if you want to solve very quick, you can take x and x also. Your wish, no issues. Your wish, no issues. Now, like this time, they are not talking about time. How to do this question? Very tricky. Oh my God, how to do this question? I mean, easy. See, first we think x1. Here, x1 is x by 2. See, for our reference, can we take like this? It is our value of this one. We can solve very quick. So, overall distance is 2 of x. Here, covers is x sin x. So, that thoda jaldi calculation work. We can solve very quick because answer is going to come same only. So here, first distance it covered is x. Next distance is x only divided by time. They are not talking anything about time. But if you focus clearly, we can get the time by using like this. Say, it is our first one, it is our second one. So if I write for first one, I can write velocity is equals to distance upon time, which is equals to time is equals to distance by velocity. And for second one, velocity is equals to distance upon time only. Here again, t2 is equals to x by v2. I can write like this. So I got time now. This time, if I substitute in this one like this, x by t1 plus x by v1, right? X by v1 plus x by v2. Yeah, sir. Yeah, very good. Now what I can do? I can add the upside as 2 of x. There, I can bring it common x. Agar x common liya, then I will get 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2. Like this I will get. Now, from this if you focus clearly, I have this one get cancelled. Then I will get overall here like this, 2 times of v1, v2 divided by v1 plus v2. Sir, how it comes? See, just simple. Take LCM here and multiply with this. Say, I can multiply here, and this one I will set upside. It is my average velocity when they are given only distance and velocity. When they are mentioned only distance and velocity, it is my average velocity. This is how we found. This is how we can find. Right now. सही है. Now, our third illustration. See, this is not same board. It is not same board. It is not same board. No changes. It is new board. I only wrote this. So see, next illustration. If a particle covers first half of interval with the speed v1 and remaining half with the speed v2, then what is the average velocity? See, this is not same. Here they are talking about interval, matlab ke they are talking about time. In this question they are talking about time. They are not mentioned anywhere the distance. They are talking ke the particle covers first half of interval, matlab first half of time with the speed v1 and remaining half with the speed v2. Means ke one particle is there. This particle is moving from here to here. Okay, with velocity. See, we don't know how much distance. Some distance it covering, let's say t with velocity v1 and remaining same distance covering velocity v2. Sir, they are saying half of now. Why you are taking t? See, half and half also same, t and t also same. If you type t and t, we can solve quick. If you want to take half t by 2, you can take, no doubt. You can take, you can do. Same bol rahe, same we can take. Okay. Now, average speed is equals to, we know, x1 plus x2 divided by t1 plus t2. Here, x1 values we don't know. So, x1 value, x2 value we don't know. But t value we know, which is same, t plus t. Or t by 2, t by 2. Again same we will get. Okay. Now here how to find x values? See, same way we can find x value. If I take for first one, I can say ki velocity 1 is equals to x by t1, which is, x1 is equals to v1 into t. If I take for second one, v2 is equals to x2 by t, which is x2 is equals to v2 into t. If I bring this and substitute here, I can say v1t plus v2t totally on t 2t. अबे आंटी नहीं बोला मैंने, I said total t. Then t bring out common, v1 plus v2 divided by 2t. Here t cancel, then finally I got as v1 plus v2 divided by 2. It is my average velocity when they are mentioned about time and velocity. When they mention about the velocity and distance, that is previous one. v1, v1 divided by v1 plus v2. Kindly take down. एक दो तीन 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 तीन. ओके बच्चों बटे, सोचता हूं कि आपने लिख लिया. ओके लिख लीजिए, क्योंकि बोर्ड अभी भी सूख रहा है यार. चलिए सूख गया, हम शुरू करो. सो अगर एक पॉइंट दिया हो, 2 पॉइंट दिया हो, when they are given 2 points, 2 distances, 2 velocities, formula you got to know. When they give velocity and time also you got to know. Say what I am saying is, first thing, when they are given a particle covering when they say कि a particle, अबे यार क्या चल रहा है, covering distances. So equal distances if they have mentioned के a particle covering equal distance velocity v1 and v2, you know के here our average velocity sorry for the disturbance guys, kindly adjust. So we know, we just now derived ke when a particle moving like this, it covering half of the distance with let's say half of the distance with velocity v1 v2, then we got to know ke our velocity formula was 2 times of v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. Now similarly, when a particle covers equal interval of time with respect to velocities, now then we got to know it is v1 plus v2 divided by 2 volt. Now similarly, in any questions they can give 3 points. Like write down, if you want write down, if a particle covering 1/3 of distance with velocity v1 and next to 1/3 of distance with velocity v2 and last 1/3 of distance with velocity v3, then what is the average velocity? Question is like this. If you want one more time, kindly go back and write. Okay. Question was very simple. A particle is there. It covers x by 3 half distance, 1/3 of distance with velocity v1 and remaining x by 3 of distance with velocity v2 and remaining x by 3 of distance with velocity v3. Now what is my average velocity? See again you will write x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by v1 plus t1 plus t2 plus t3. Again all the derivation. So but where the point changes, so see if you want we will write down. It will be very good here, we will write down this one. See x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by t1 plus t2 plus t3. It is our average speed. So if I solve this here now, I will get answer like this: 3 times of v1 v2 v3 divided by v1 v2 plus v2 v3 plus v3 v1, average speed. When they are given a case like this, if you want just put all this and solve same. Now similarly, when they give you, write down this question, a particle travel 1/3 interval with velocity v1 and next 1/3 interval with velocity v2 and final 1/3 interval with velocity v3, then what is average velocity? Here what they are saying, one particle is there, it traveling like this k, it take here t by 3 time velocity v1 t by 3 time velocity v2, 3 by 3 time velocity v3. Here distance, here time, velocity is there. At this time also same, my final velocity or my final average velocity, will come as v1 plus v2 plus v3 divided by 3, number of velocities. Okay, now see, basically what I am saying is, when there are 2 points, 2 v1 v2 v1 plus v2. When there are 3 points, 3 v1 v2 v3 v1 v2 v2 v3 v3 v1. Here when there are 2 points, v1 plus v2 divided by 2, 3 points, v1 plus v2 plus v3 divided by 3. Basically this is what I said. Kindly write down this also, very important. Okay, चलिए ये क्वेश्चन है इसके ऊपर, and maybe tomorrow we will do questions on this topic also, because concept कवर करना जरूरी है. Concept के बाद ही हम questions करेंगे. Okay, so we will do a lot of questions, literally 10 questions or 5 questions, let's say. Now next point, next concept is our acceleration. Acceleration. Wow, what a vibe, man. You also say with me, acceleration. Okay, fine. Now come to the main point. What do you mean by acceleration? See, accelerating means, I think you have heard when you are driving bike, the one who is sitting beside you, he will say, accelerate the bike, brum, brum, brum. Or else you can see, whenever you are standing in bus stop, you are good persons like me, you are standing in bus stop. Sorry. If you are driving a bike, when girls are standing in bus stop, what you will do? And bike, brum, 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 brum. That is only acceleration for basic knowledge. Now acceleration matlab kya hai? Acceleration is equals to velocity by time. Basic thing. Acceleration is equals to velocity by time. The best thing you can say. Acceleration. See, we represent this by A. Acceleration is equals to velocity by time, or total velocity by time you can say, or velocity by time. Acceleration is equals to, we'll write like this, acceleration, or you can say ki average acceleration is equals to velocity divided by total time. Now it is our average acceleration. जो के we won't study here. We study instantaneous acceleration, which is a limit. We have already discussed that limit means what, so I won't discuss again, which is equals to dou v by dou t. So acceleration is equals to dou v by dou t. Acceleration. Now one thing, the extent of acceleration is meter second inverse square, and the dimension is mass is 0, L is 1, P is minus 2. Okay. Sir, now we know this, sir. 10th standard also we studied, here also we are studying. But just tell me, what do you mean by acceleration? Samjho, what do you mean by acceleration? Na? If one particle is there, one body, this body moving with velocity 10 meter per second. Now you gave this body acceleration of 2 meter per second square. Now this body in first second, it moved 10 meters only. But next second, it moved more. Why bole to? In first second, it has velocity 10 meter per second. Now you are giving acceleration now. This acceleration will increase the speed. How much? It will increase like this. 12 meter per second. Velocity increase, speed increase. Then in next second, it will be like 14 meter per second. In next second, it will be like 16 meter per second. Like this, slowly speed will increase, or you can say velocity will increase in the same direction. So when you are moving, if you give acceleration now, your velocity will increase like this. First velocity was 10. Due to this acceleration, it is increasing by 2. Okay. So what is the acceleration main thing now? It will increase your velocity by this number. It will increase your velocity by this number. Okay. Sir, acceleration. Simple thing. Okay. Now, it is the thing called as accelerating. This we say is accelerating. There is one more term called as retardation or retarding. Retarding or negative acceleration. Okay. See, it is positive acceleration or accelerating. Now, negative acceleration means what? One body is there. This body moving with velocity, let's say 10 meter per second only. You gave acceleration of -2 meter per second square to this. Then what happens now? First, it has, in 1 second, it has 10 meter per second. In next second, this speed will decrease to 8 meter per second. Then again it will decrease to 6 meter per second. Then again it will decrease to 4 meter per second. Like this it will decrease to 2. Here it will become 0. Once it becomes 0 now, it will take U-turn. After some time it will increase here -2, -4, -6 like this. Here the point where velocity becomes 0, this we call as turning point. We will see a good problem, great problems in next class. Now come to main topic. Positive acceleration, when you give now, it will increase the speed. When you give negative acceleration, it will decrease the speed. Now where we use this and this now? Positive acceleration, when you want to go fast, you will give positive acceleration, you will move fast. When you suddenly see someone coming, someone jumping on the road, a dog crossing, your friend is crossing on the road, then what you do? You will stop the bike. Negative acceleration, retarding. That is only this one. Negative. Okay. Hope you got it. All the points. See, don't get into trap. Ki we want to read many things. This is enough for Neet or mains. Okay. And I think it is plus whatever you are discussing in class. If you are discussing, kindly write down this one. Okay, clear? Yeah, good one. Now, I will tell you one thing. Kindly write down this specially and mark it as tip. TIP tip. TIP tip means Tawfiq's are important points. Or else Tawfiq Bhaiya important points. Good one. Tawfiq bro important points. Yeah. Tawfiq Anna important points. Yes. Tambi. No, I am elder. Okay. Now, few points. An important box. See, what we are learned today is all about like this. First we are learning our distance displacement. Now we can write speed equation. Velocity is equals to distance by time. Good one. Or else velocity is equals to dou of x by dou of t. Instantaneous. And acceleration is equals to dou of v by acceleration is equals to dou of v by dou of t. Or else acceleration is equals to v by t. Fine. Now see, this acceleration I can multiply both the side with dou of x and dou of x. Sir, why you are multiplying? I will say because both cancel, again you will get same result. Now this thing I can write k dou of x by dou of t dou of v by dou of x whole. Now this thing is equals to velocity into dou of v by dou of x. See, all this thing become velocity. Which means we got few equations. First thing, acceleration is equals to dou v by dou t. Or else acceleration is equals to velocity into dou v by dou of x. Most important thing. See, if they ask acceleration in terms of velocity, we use this one. If they ask acceleration in terms of distance, we can use this one. Maybe it looks simple, but it is huge important. And this is how we take this one. Very important. Fine. Now, one more small thing. Just write down in your copy. Speedometer of car gives us speed, not velocity. Speedometer of car gives us speed, not velocity. E. Okay. Now it is two most important formulas. And few things say your acceleration is also a vector quantity. A vector quantity. Okay. So we'll do one thing. We'll stop our class till here because concept clear. Then tomorrow we'll do kinematic equations कर देंगे kinematic equations, and kinematic equations plus this together we can make wonders, we can give the best questions. Okay, fine. I will meet you till tomorrow. If you are seeing till here, literally I am speaking very thank, and stay tuned to me. Your marks 180 for 180 170 is in my hand. I will take care of that, and in your mains more than 20 questions you will solve with this class notes only. This is my guarantee. If you are seeing till here, I am literally speaking, fix your seat if you are seeing till here. Alright, fine. I will meet you tomorrow. Whether till now one student also seeing, for them I will meet you tomorrow. Till that, take care. Tata, bye bye. See you. Shabah. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.